Hey everyone, this is Aman again, your friendly neighborhood entrepreneur living in Tokyo, Japan as of now. Okay, first of all, check out this house. It looks like being back in India. Anyway, I'm gonna show you like random stuff I find during my walk at night in Tokyo. Let's see, what do I want to talk about in this video? So, in the last video, which never got published because my phone ran out of memory midway and I kept talking, was about finite and infinite games, right? Let's see if you're still recording. Okay. So recently, it's a very simple concept. You might already know about it, but finite games are, they end and then you move on to the next thing. You look for the next thing, right? Infinite games are games that you just want to keep playing forever. And as I've gotten older, I've started playing fewer finite games, kind of like, oh, I want to reach this particular goal, and that's all that matters. Like being at that goal is all that matters, right? It's like a sprint, or it's like a destination that you want to reach. And once you reach that destination, often what I felt afterwards in the end was that okay, well, it was cool for like 5 minutes, and now what, right? And it happens to a lot of achievers, and it especially happens to many top level achievers. I'm not one of them yet. I don't consider myself one of those yet, but I have achieved some interesting things that, a long time back, the things that I'm doing right now, like, speaking Japanese with a quite impressive level of fluency, living in Japan, in Tokyo, doing whatever I want, building my own business, and living in a city that I wanted to live in for a long time, doing judo at the Kodokan, which was always a dream of mine for many, many years. Being in the best shape of my life. Like whatever, okay. Having a published book. I've done a few things that were like destinations for me back in the day, right? And, but the interesting thing was that after reaching these destinations, usually what happens is, oh, okay, well, that's cool, but it feels surreal for a moment, and then it's like, well, whatever, what's next, right? And you can probably relate to some of this too. Anybody I know, like everybody on the planet has achieved things in their life, and so yeah, so those are finite games, right? An infinite game is something that you just want to keep doing forever, right? If you're playing soccer because you want to keep playing soccer, you enjoy playing soccer, that's one thing. If you're playing soccer because you want to be a World Cup champion, whatever, that's a different thing. That's a finite game. So Messi, a long time back, he said something interesting in an interview. I think it was a newspaper interview, whatever. He said that the day when he goes out to play soccer with, let's say, kids on the fucking street or something, and he doesn't enjoy it anymore, the day he doesn't enjoy just going out and playing soccer with kids in general, he's gonna stop playing football forever after that day. So for him, you know, soccer is like an infinite game. You know, he knows that he wants to play forever. Okay, this might be a bad example because he probably also has some goals, right? Novak Djokovic had a crisis. Interestingly, he talked about this on a podcast where there was one time early in his career where he was just, you know, he just hated competing. He just wanted to retire, right? He was like, fuck tennis, whatever, right? I'm done. And he just wasn't winning. He just wasn't finding his groove. And then his coach or his coaches and his friends, they asked him like, hey, you know, okay, forget about the next tournament. Like, forget about all the tournaments, right? Let's cancel all the tournaments. Do you enjoy holding a racket in your hand? Do you like playing the game still, right? And Novak was like, yeah, I enjoy it. I like holding a racket in my hand. And they were like, okay, that's what we're going to focus on. We're just going to focus on, you know, rekindling your love affair with the game of tennis. And then we'll see where that goes afterwards, right? We just want to focus on you enjoying the game first. Are we still recording? All right, we're still recording. And that's pretty loud. Fans back there. For me, probably not for you, you know. So where am I getting at? Then this has been a long-winded video, right? How long has it been? All right, the fucking tripod, the Gorilla Pod that I have, is hiding the minute marker, so I can't see how long it's been in this video. It's probably been more than 5 minutes easily, right? Anyway, so one area where I've just been trying to switch away from finite games, because here's the interesting thing about finite games. Yeah, achievements are amazing. Like being able to write that I did X, I did this instead of I'm doing this, you know. Being able to say I did this instead of I'm doing this is fun, right? But the thing with finite games is that you don't fully utilize the power of compound interest and really long time horizons. Jesus Christ, I just felt like the branch of a tree moved weird and I was like spooked. It's night after all, you know. Anyway, let's go to my favorite park, my recent discovery in Tokyo. And look at those lights, you know. Do you see them? You know, look at that bathroom. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, right? Okay, those are the lights. It's nice, it's pretty, right? It's very basic, you know, this is somebody's apartment complex, whatever, but it's kind of beautiful when you look at that way. You have these little rocks, you know, these nice little benches. I just learned that the 0.5 zoom on the iPhone is more dark, and the 1.0 camera has more light on it. So I'm going to switch to that for probably all my night videos from now on. Yeah, that's nice, right? I've been trying to spend more time with nature recently.